Like, I don't really watch movies.
Thought I did.
It's another episode of Here for the Big. Got your boy Eli, got the boy Trav, it's your boy Mikey. You know why we're here. Sponsors right there. All right, let's dive on in.
Okay.
Raspberry Peach Bellini Sour.
Is this the one that you said was sour?
This one's a sour. We haven't done the sour yet, I don't think.
Are you saying it like it tastes sour? A sour is a thing, like it's a type of drink.
It's like a type of beer. It's a sour.
Really?
You never had a sour?
I don't know.
When you know, if you know, you know, bro.
5.7%.
I'm trying to figure out where it's built.
Raspberry Peach Bellini.
Hamilton, Ontario.
Shout out to the Hammer.
The ham.
All right, what y'all got? I like that. I like this one. This one really caught my eye. It's like
This
art.
is summer.
It's like mosaic.
Speaking
Sound
of
like
the Hammer,
it's not Feb.
I went
or
to
it's
watch
March.
a lacrosse game in Hamilton.
In the Hammer.
That was actually cool.
Cheers,
For
cheers,
real.
cheers.
Lacrosse is sick too.
The Toronto Rock that plays in Hamilton. Weird vibe.
You weren't playing, bro.
Okay.
It's delicious.
You weren't
It's
playing
like
though.
candy.
I'm a fan of
Sour.
sour still.
It is a sour though.
That got me. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready. That's like the real.
That's a sour one.
Can we
Sour.
can we classify sour on the same ranking as like IPAs, lagers?
I think it
No,
sort of has a little bit of an asterisk. I would say.
It's kind of like a cider.
Yeah. Like
okay.
it's
Fair.
supposed to taste good.
Fair.
That's nice.
But why are you gonna the first one you're gonna finish?
That's how we're doing. We're exposing people's. That's how we're starting this episode. Exposing. It's an expose. Eli doesn't finish his drinks. Funny guys.
Now, let's roll into this draft, bro.
All right, what are we drafting today?
Today we have first world. Oh my god. It's these sours. First world problems.
It's the sours,
It's
bro.
the
I didn't even
sours,
book.
bro.
What
The
would you
tongue
say?
sisters. the first world problems. That's what we got today.
Yeah,
This is juice, bro.
that's
We're all
juice.
guilty of
That's
that, though.
juice.
We're all guilty
Of
of
course.
that, complaining about
It's a 5.7,
That's what I'm saying.
bro. I'd drink this for 5.7 all day.
5.7, bro.
Yeah, bro. Get
TME.
drunk off this.
We don't really have a acronym for our names. TME. MET. Met.
Mets.
Met.
Met.
I feel like we've done this.
That's
before.
not that funny, though. That's not that cool. EMT.
Yeah,
Emergencies.
those guys are
Electronic money transfer.
those guys are kind of
Money,
cranky.
get that money, though. EMT, that's us. Yeah. Medics are kind of
A
salty, too.
little, a little cranky.
All right, yo. 3, 2, 1s.
3, 2, 1s.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
It's me, bro. It's me.
Oh, yeah. I forgot how it goes. Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, number 2.
There you go, bro.
All right, Trav, take us away.
All right.
I got the order.
Gotta keep my list hidden because I know how.
I
Nice
think
beat.
one of the main things that we take for granted living in a first world country, pretty easy pick, water.
Water.
I want to say water, you know, even people trying to drink from the tap water and they treat that like dirty water. You know, that's crazy to
I know
me.
what you mean.
That's
true.
crazy
That's
to
actually
me.
true.
Like, guys
But
that
yo,
drink
no
tap
lie,
water.
anytime
true.
at nighttime, like if I go to my bathroom and I'm like, because I finish my water throughout the night too, right? So I try to preserve that.
Is
So
that
I'll drink
filtered
from
water?
the. Huh?
Your filtered water you finish?
Yeah. So like,
Bougie, man.
I'll like, yeah, I'll
Forgot
go to the
about the
tap
hood.
and I'll be like, just think of it like you're in a zombie apocalypse. This would be the best water
It's
in the
not
world.
that
Actually true.
serious.
And that's, yo, I'm like, I'm drinking it. I'm drinking
means
it.
you're
I'm
not lying.
drinking
You're
it.
not lying still.
No, I just, you know what?
You go head
down, head down.
Yeah, that's why you feel like a zombie.
Yo, I'm telling you. But that water in the middle of the night, that's
Bro,
crispy.
I drink tap water regular, just cup of water,
Yeah,
sink
you
tap.
actually do. Your tap water's not even clear though.
Why are you doing
Yeah, Oshawa water.
Yeah,
That's-
water,
first
yeah.
of all,
First that shit was
that is
clouds.
gloomy.
Bro,
I was
it's Toronto, man.
suspicious,
That
bro.
is
You had
East
stuff up
Palestine.
there,
It wasn't a little
bro.
floaty.
Yeah,
It wasn't a little
floaty.
But then you
bro.
do this, mix in the minerals. Yeah, that's like a protein
Damn,
shake.
bro.
That's like a
Bro, that's
vitamin
all
water.
chlorine. Bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna write what?
Water.
Just water
Just
in
like
general.
water.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of water.
It's broad, but
I'm not. You went really deep. I'm not even that cerebral. Like my first pick is just like, you know, when your phone charger doesn't work. It's devastating. First world problem.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Everybody gets upset.
Yeah.
Like, yo, my charger.
But see, I went in a different.
you went
route. I
deep
went
still.
different.
I'm not that deep.
Yeah, I
I'm
went
not
different.
that
people in
deep.
the world without fresh
Yeah,
water.
right.
It's true, bro.
I
It's
agree
true.
with you. Just like,
Bro,
no.
you ever run the water? Just run in the water?
Yo, I
People
use
would love that
I
water.
have something like that on my
People
list.
would
yo.
love
3 minutes.
that
I have
shit.
something
Yeah.
like that on my list.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if I
Okay.
can say it now. I think you just took the whole water
Yeah,
category.
water's-
That was pretty
Yeah, I
greedy.
mean-
I got one just straight up slow Wi-Fi.
Okay, that was my second pick.
Your second pick, yeah, just
No
like,
lie.
because that's actually really annoying.
And people complain about that. Like, yo, why isn't my message sending across the world in
people.
in a half a second?
people.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's pretty
I
amazing.
can't watch
to
this
be-
random video right now.
We don't
That's
even know how that
ridiculous.
works. and
Exactly, but we're
complaining
gonna
about it.
complain about it.
Yeah.
Second pick. not wanting to eat leftovers.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I had something like that on my list.
You know what I mean?
That's actually a good one.
I had well worded.
Well,
All
live
right,
off
this guy's just
leftovers.
stealing
I
all
love
my
leftovers,
things,
man. Tastes better the second day.
All right.
Certain things for sure.
Yeah.
Pizza?
That's a
Pasta.
good one.
Yeah,
Hot.
basically same thing. Carbs and tomato sauce.
All right, I'm gonna go with you have a wardrobe full of clothes, but you have nothing to wear.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Guys,
People
I
don't
need
even
to go
have,
deep, bro.
people don't. You're just you're too deep for us. Like I'm trying to catch up now.
So clothes, but nothing to
Yeah, people don't even have shoes in the world, and we talking
Facts.
about I got 6 kicks, but none of them go with my
Honestly.
shirt. Like, yo,
Honestly.
shut up.
That is inconvenient, though. Not gonna lie.
Damn.
I'm one of those guys.
Damn.
Okay, for the third overall pick, or third pick in the second round, I'm gonna go with a delayed flight.
Okay.
Okay.
A couple hours.
Very true.
You make it feel like it's the end of the world, but
Yeah.
you're flying.
Used
on
to
a-
happen all the time.
You're crossing the world and stuff. I had a
Especially
delayed
lately
flight.
with the snow.
I was in Jamaica, and we had a flight that was delayed overnight, and people were tripping out, walking out. Guy was smoking cigarettes, and like he's like pack a whole pack while we were waiting. Like, what am I gonna tell the babysitter? What am I gonna do with my dog? And then me and Ariel were just like, hey man, like clean
Yeah.
Jamaica with it, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's actually
the
nice.
bus broke down, ran out of gas. We're laughing at the guy because I'm like, yo, your one job is to get us to the airport, and you let us run out of gas. Anyway, it was just a funny day. He brought us back to the hotel. We had a nice meal. I'm like, could have been worse, man.
Exactly.
Could have been
Much
worse.
worse.
First world problems. Anyways, yeah, delayed flight.
All right. Third pick, kind of a spin off my first pick, but having hot water to like shower with.
Bro, you took the
No,
whole
no.
water category. You can't do that.
No,
bro.
water in
you,
general.
You said
Hot-
water.
So all water.
you already took all water.
So no
Like,
hot water. That's valid. That's valid.
Yeah,
That's
no
different.
hot
That's
water.
different.
Like for instance,
So I'm gonna write
Bro.
drinking water.
for instance,
first,
when I was in
and
Dominican
then-
for my sister's wedding, they didn't have hot water, so we just had to bathe with like just
cold water,
yeah,
and you're just cheese. the
yeah.
whole week.
And I wasn't even mad, but like, bro, that's a real thing.
But at
you
least
know?
it's hot there, so you're
It-
cool.
Very true.
But if we're in the winter and
very true.
cold
Yeah,
shower, that's
very
pretty
true.
trash.
But yeah, hot water.
had that on my list too.
Hot water?
I thought you had water.
That's
I
why
thought
we're
you
trying to
just had the
talk
whole
that
water.
Hey, I meant more like drinking water. The first one.
Whatever, man. I have losing one ear pod.
Whoa,
People
that's-
really be
that
getting
is
upset
real.
about that. Like people
That's
get
real
real
first
like,
world shit.
That's a real first world problem, bro. Losing one ear pod. Happened to me once. Dropped down the sink. I was cheese.
That is sad.
For real.
I was cheese.
Okay, my third pick. I'm saying your package arrives late. You expect it
Yo, that's real.
on a Wednesday, gets on
That's
a Friday,
real.
and you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Checking the
Supposed to be
app every day. It
overnight
was supposed to be here
shipping?
by
Yeah,
12
literally,
o'clock. Now
literally.
they're saying 8. Now it's the next day. That's real.
I've never
that's-
ordered something. I feel like I'm not an online shopper.
That's
You
always
never ordered
that
nothing on
always
Amazon?
happens to me.
No, I have in the past, but it's like I look to go to like a Walmart or something first.
For real.
Like it's rare. Like I'll like look online unless it's like unavailable.
I go in person and then I order online.
Really?
Mhm.
So you shop for it in person?
I go check it out in person and then I order it
Why
online.
not just buy it right there?
I
That's a
don't
good
know,
question,
Skip the
bro.
middleman.
That's actually
I
a
don't
good
know
question.
because then they always try to get you to buy all the other shit that goes
Just
along
say
with
no.
it.
It's okay to say
I'm not
no,
into
bro.
it,
They
bro.
don't
I'm
have
not
to.
into it, man.
I understand what you're saying, but
Number 4, being able to complain about anything.
what?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, though.
What do you mean?
Complain about anything. That's what we're doing right now.
But
Complaining.
it's
about.
that's a freedom.
That's a first world problem.
See, that's guy. I knew you were deep. Bro.
You know, that's a
You're
freedom,
an
bro.
activist.
We were kind of talking
Okay.
about something. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but
This guy wants to get a lob so bad.
bro,
to me.
people, you know,
Complain.
everyone complains about everything.
Okay, complain about everything. So he said water in general.
Yeah,
Water. It's a kind of a goat list, bro. It's kind of a goat
This
list.
guy wants to be the bull so bad. Yo, not the 96 Bulls. Only I got that comparison, man.
Bro, I'm the only one that ever had a sweep, bro.
Allegedly.
Sweep. That was it, bro. I don't even remember what we were voting on.
Yeah, I don't believe it, but okay. Mike, what you got? You're on your
I
first
got
pick.
having to reset your password.
That is annoying as
That's
hell.
very annoying.
Bro, my
People get
password
very
is-
upset about that.
Actually, my password is different.
It's just
for
whatever
every
password
single
I
thing.
had, exclamation mark.
That's hard,
It's
bro.
not, but don't tell the people that. If you find out my one thing, bro, my shit's cooked.
I'm
bro.
the same way. You got everything.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my bank account. My
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
got me.
What you got, though?
I'm going to go with one for the ladies because I know they love Starbucks. You know me, I always try to include them a little bit, especially International Women's Day.
Very true.
So I know they like Starbucks. Too much ice in the drink and not enough of the actual drink. You know
That's something you complain about?
It's like a first world
I
problem.
complain about that.
Yeah, it's like it's full ice, and then it's like when you actually
it's all the same amount.
I just ask for no ice,
amount.
bro. Just ask for no ice.
Yeah, you gotta go no
You have
ice.
to, man. They're
But
just
I know
wasting my drink at
Starbucks,
that
they
point.
really get you like that. You get like a whatever.
I
Like
thought
the fruity
Starbucks was
ones.
more for like warm drinks, though.
Yeah, but they do the refreshers and
Really?
stuff.
It's both,
Oh.
yeah. But I know they're famous
Bring back
for
the
it.
Cool Lime refresher.
So
Shout
too much
out.
ice, not enough drink.
I'm almost done this drink.
Me too. It's actually delicious. Highest rating by far, but it's an asterisk, as you said.
I think it's like a whole different category.
But yeah,
I don't even know if I have any more left. Shit.
I know. My last one's kind of like not broad, but it's pretty specific. It's just like how we treat dogs, if that makes sense. Because like I've heard someone say this once, and it's like it's always stuck with me. Like if you go to third world countries, you'll see dogs like they don't get the time. They're not allowed inside the house.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
I even saw a person in America who was like, they're living so bad that they were like, wouldn't it be sick to be a rich person's dog?
Actually, no.
Whoa,
Actually.
that's
Because
deep.
even like what I just said, $400 for pictures for a dog.
Yeah.
In what world? In what world, bro? That's like, that's dumb. You know?
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Like they're always fed. They're like groomed.
Literally,
Yeah,
they live
yeah.
great
They're
lives.
chilling on the
Great
couch,
lives,
Yeah.
eating
literally.
treats and stuff,
Yeah,
chewing up
bro.
slippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go to like when I was in the Philippines, there's just so many dogs just everywhere on the street. Can't even get a meal.
So I'm gonna say dog treatment, and then apply that explanation. So dog treatment.
So deep, bro.
Hey,
That
bro.
was deep, bro. I was just joking. I said ice in a drink.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about
it was 'cause
people
of
on the
dog,
streets.
People homeless people. We taking advantage of water. We just running it.
That's what I'm
Not
saying,
even thinking.
bro.
We just turn it on, bro.
Some guilty.
Like, shit, man. All right, mine's just being left on hold, man. Everyone complains about being left on hold.
Everyone does complain about
literally.
that.
Like, yo, I was on hold for 2 hours.
Some of
Like,
the tunes
shut
be
up.
kicking though,
Honestly,
bro.
I just leave it there. I just leave it there. I just continue what
Put it
I'm
on
doing.
speaker, literally. I couldn't use my
Left on
phone
hold.
this whole time.
Okay, I got my last pick, and I saved it for last because I knew you guys weren't going to be thinking like that. Big first world problem. And I know this one's going to be controversial. Wearing a mask during COVID, the mask mandate. You tell me.
Why is that a first world problem?
Yeah, wasn't that everywhere?
Everywhere,
No, but I'm
literally.
saying the feeling like you're being oppressed and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's what you
that
mean.
that feeling. So wearing a mask was
Saying
whatever
no.
recommended, but you feeling like you
I
were
have
being
my
controlled.
rights.
I have my
You
rights. You're
can't
being
tell me to wear a
controlled and like
mask.
Yeah,
you're
that's-
being abused because you can't
Yeah,
go into
yeah.
Walmart or
Yeah,
do
yeah,
whatever
wearing a
because you're wearing a mask.
Your redneck showing.
I think yo,
Yeah,
that's funny as well.
Yeah,
I never
no,
was gonna
I
say that,
100%. Yeah,
but that was a first world problem. Like you were not, you know.
Were they a little bit right? Looking
Yeah,
back?
I don't think they
Yeah.
were wrong.
Yeah,
but I think
that's what I'm
making it
saying,
seem
but
like I'm
at that
boycotting
time,
whatever
yeah, it was
because you can't force
It's
me.
bigger than you.
I'm
bro.
like, bro.
It's bigger
Yo,
than
what
you.
I was saying to people was like, you have to wear clothes. You can't walk in there butt naked. So
Yeah,
at some
exactly.
point, they're governing you what you're wearing.
Yeah.
So
I guess.
now we're going from the neck to the mouth. Like you
Yeah.
can't go in there without a shirt. You can't go in there without
I
shoes.
feel like those are two different extremes, though.
Not really.
Of course.
What's the difference?
Like like you're right. We can't go into a store without a shirt and shoes, but we also can't walk around our day to day because we don't want to show our generals and stuff.
You
without,
you
like,
don't
how
want
many-
to, or you're not allowed to.
We don't want to.
You're not allowed to.
We
either.
we could walk around the street naked if we want
No,
to.
you can't.
No, you can't. That's public.
You
indecency.
definitely.
Public
It's
indecency.
definitely illegal.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
You can't go balls out.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't. You
That
can't.
boy would be in.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so then like you could do a certain like I can not wear a shirt and probably
cannot
go,
wear
and
a
go,
shirt,
and go
yeah.
onto the bus and I'll be like they won't be like get off of here, you know? Obviously
The
stores
bus maybe, but like you
I can
can't.
go into I can
Like
go
no
into the-
shirt, no shoes, no service. That's
yeah,
a pretty
and
common.
and that's only like certain places that want to keep a certain standard.
And that was
you
like the
could.
mask.
Like
Not
I can go
every
into a
single
Walmart
place.
without a shirt. Like literally, like you know, they're not gonna kick you out. They're
No,
gonna
I
look
don't
at you
think
funny.
so. Yeah.
but they're not gonna kick you out. Especially
Yeah.
in the summer, they're not gonna kick you out.
They wouldn't.
They might not kick
out.
you out,
No,
but
no.
It, like they might ask you to put a shirt on. They
Yeah.
might. They're not
They
gonna
might,
wrestle
yeah.
you out the door like they did the mask. That was extreme. I agree, but
No,
there's
with the
definitely.
mask, it literally was like a control thing. It's like, yo, wear this
I don't
or
know.
you can't even leave your house.
But-
No restaurants, no dining, no
Not that I
nothing.
was like I'm pretty neutral on the whole COVID thing. So I'm more debating the fact that we acted like we were being like we were like slaves to our government because we were wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I think the mask was whack, and I didn't wear it when I didn't. If I could get away with it, I wouldn't wear it personally. But for the sake of the conversation, definitely a first world problem. Like there is control in our society that we have accepted, and just because this is new and not normal to you, it doesn't mean you're being oppressed any more than it is you having to wear boxers outside. Because technically you're entitled to be butt naked. It's your body. It's your choice. If you're comfortable with it, like if a woman wants to walk around naked, it's like instantly like, you know what I mean? Everyone's like sexualizing her and stuff. But for the guy, it's like, yo, you're a big creep.
Yeah.
You got to go to jail now. Like, you know what I mean? That's part of your governmental control.
Imagine being
That's
on
social contract.
Imagine being on a nude beach and having to wear a mask. How weird is that?
That's kind of just
Right?
never thought about that. Never thought about that.
All right, read them back, bro. Read them back.
Yeah, we had a good draft. I knew the last one was gonna be controversial. Got him. So we had Travi. He started by saying water in general, but it turned into like
Drinking
not
water.
wanting to drink
Drinking
tap
water.
water.
Drinking water.
Or just drink water in general.
And then he switched it by the end.
Okay, so Travi,
Suspicious.
we're gonna say
water.
drinking water.
Suspicious move.
Yeah.
Not wanting to eat leftovers. No hot water left for the shower. Get to complain about everything, and then
Yo.
how dogs are treated.
That's a good
Dog treatment.
Dogs are actually treated.
So for Michael, he has broken charger,
broken phone charger.
broken phone charger,
Specific.
clothes but nothing, like a lot of clothes in the closet but nothing to wear, losing one AirPod, having to reset your password, or being left on hold. I had slow Wi-Fi, delayed flight, late package on Amazon, too much ice, not enough drink, and wanting no mask, or like resisting the mask mandate.
Wanting no mask. Be careful, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Resisting the mask mandate.
All right. Demand them.
The one that I forgot to say that I should have was like when someone doesn't like change the toilet paper and you're just left with no toilet paper. Oh, that is a cheeser.
I was gonna write it.
First world problem. First world problem.
Yeah, no, I think first world problems are kind of iffy, right? Because like I think there's some context to it. Like if you have no phone charger and you're kind of in an emergency, it soon becomes not a first world problem.
It's still a first
But
world
like
problem.
15 years ago, what would you do in that case?
You'd figure it
Ooh,
out.
I
And
didn't think
people
of
don't
that.
like people in third world don't even have cell phones. Forget their
Yeah.
charger's broken. They don't even have a phone. That's why it's
So
a
maybe-
first world
yeah,
problem.
Take
maybe-
it for granted.
Maybe
My
I was
charger's
thinking too
broken.
shallow.
Yeah,
That is a
yeah,
first
bro.
world problem. Yeah, you're right.
Ice in your drink.
Travis talking about, man, people out here starving.
Travis
man.
got deep.
People out
deep
here are
with that.
homeless.
He was really
I
trying to
didn't
get
know
that
that.
ring, bro. I didn't know that.
Yo, is it right? Are we already at 18 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I got a
That's
question.
All right,
insane.
do your question, bro.
Question
Throw
of
it
the
at
day.
us quick. And then we'll
So-
talk about the water park.
Oh yeah, that's
You guys really got
scary.
folk.
Oh yeah, that was a horror story.
That's a scary story.
So the question is, who do you sometimes compare yourself to?
Who do you sometimes compare yourself to?
Could be a group of people, could be an individual, could be however you take the question.
Damn.
Got him.
Black guys with dreads.
Yeah. Like,
Oh really? Compare
Actually,
your
though,
hairstyles?
actually, yeah.
oh, that's it.
Are you up there or what?
I'm up.
Like, do you think you're like you have nicer dreads than the average or what?
No, not even like that. Like, yo, like I think of like how do people see me when they first see me? I'm like normally I'm like a hoodie and a jogging pants and I'm just a black guy with dreads. So it's like, you
Damn.
know, like
So you compare yourself to other black guys with dreads?
like in a sense to kind of see like where do I like stand in terms of like the perspective that people see me as the first time people approach me before I open my mouth. So yeah, actually.
That's a deeper
Right?
answer. I was kind of making jokes like other wide receivers.
Oh,
Who
sure.
had the-
Yeah.
But other than that, like, you know, like Idris Alba, like Michael Jordan, like
Yeah, yeah,
Jay-Z, like, you know, the
All the
goats.
coolest
yeah,
guys?
the goats. Like, but that's just regular, you know what I mean?
So you feel like your appearance often, like, what is it? You think some people just kind of judge you before they meet you?
of course, we all do it. We all do it naturally. Like
Yeah.
we look at people, we're like, oh, you know, this.
Do you think there's like a time in society where we can have no subconscious biases?
No, absolutely not. Because like as long as there's a TV, we're always gonna have subconscious biases.
So that's a mainstream media.
Of course, yo. It's
Wow.
it's how we're represented, bro. Like, think about it. Like, who do you look like? Who do you look like? Who do I look like? We look like someone that someone has to associate. Imagine a community or people that have never interacted with someone that looks like you. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, Asian, Indian. Doesn't matter. Like, all the information they have to base off is whatever they've seen, like most publicized.
People tell me I look like Idris Elba all the time.
Yeah,
that's
right?
kind of my
That's
comparison.
probably
But yeah.
never ever happened.
No, that's kind of
what
like,
you just, bro.
That's what I
So
get.
who do you compare yourself to?
I don't know.
You said it was supposed to be a joke question, so let me know.
I wasn't joking. It was kind of a joke question, but it was not. And then you took it in a good direction. That was actually like a real thought-provoking conversation because I googled thought-provoking questions, so I'm happy. I'm happy with how it went. But how do I compare myself? Usually, I compare myself to people slightly older than me.
Okay.
So like, you guys are 2 or 3 years older than me, but like, early 30s is kind of who I. They don't know how old I am. They don't know how old I am. They don't know how you are. But I'm talking about like, maybe like the next phase of life. So it's kind of like I'm looking up like who do I want to be like in a couple of years, who I don't want to be like in a couple of years. Like take a little bit from this guy, take a little bit from that guy. So I kind of compare myself like where I am now versus where they are now, and then where I want to be versus where they are now. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good.
That's kind of if I would compare myself.
What you got, Trev?
I would say for myself, it's more what I most often is when it comes to like my hobbies, like camera stuff. For the longest time, I always looked at other people's work and been like, I can't release shit until I get to that level. Even though like releasing the stuff is how you get better to begin with. So I would say that's probably it for me, is like looking at other people's work and like judging myself based on that, even though they've been doing it for much longer. But yeah, I would say that.
Comparing yourself to people within your craft, trying to
yeah. And like just being like, oh, they're way better than me. I need to keep working and not release until like kind of embarrassed. But they were probably the way I was. Yeah, at one time.
So do you think there's like a healthy amount of comparison, or do you think comparison in general is more of a negative thing because you're basing your success off someone else's standard or the world's standard of what a black guy with dread might.
For myself, it's kind of negative. I think because it's like what we used to talk about with social media and stuff. You only see the highlights, right?
Yeah.
So I always like kind of put myself down in a way and being like, bro, look at these people. It's amazing. Like, how the hell will I ever get there? Even though they probably had the same like struggles and ups and downs.
I think it's difficult for you though, because there's like a numerical value of success. Like there's like a quantitative measure of success, like views and likes and interactions. So like when you're like posting stuff or making video content, it's like very obvious who's doing a good job and who's not. Right. Versus like Mike's situation, it's very subjective. Like some person may not have as strong of a bias. I'm like, man, who's this black guy with dreads? And then the next guy will be like, yo, you're a black, yo, give me, I'm crossing the street, like give me a little bit of space, right? So it's a little more qualitative versus Travis quantitative. So it's hard, like when you're playing sports and you get like a stat, like yo, this guy dropped 20 and I dropped 10. He had a better game than me, right? So
I like your guys' comparisons still, like comparing some, like, and that's good because like when you compare it to yourself to like talent-wise or whatever it is to someone that's like been doing the craft, it's like you can always see what you're trying to like catch or surpass.
Exactly.
That's actually sick. And then for you, like building off of like people, you're like, oh, you know what? Like I like where this guy is. I don't like where this person is. Just adding like those are cool comparisons. Both. Yeah, I like those comparisons.
And like I guess it depends for me because it's kind of like the phase of life I'm in, right? Like say I'm like more. My relationship is more my focus right now. I may look at guys, married guys, or guys with kids, or like guys who've been married for 50 years, and say like, how did they get to that point where they can stay with one girl and be content with her and like help her grow and whatever? And then maybe I'm thinking in more a business sense, and I'm looking at guys who are in my field or in other fields that I may be interested in, and I'm like, how do I get to that point where I'm as successful as they are, right? And so I guess it just kind of depends on what I'm focused on and my priority at the moment. And
that's cool because there's so many layers of success, right?
Yeah,
there's so many there's financial, there's love, there's
everyone's
spiritual, there's
everyone's success is different.
Hobbies, there's fun, and it's kind of like we had to have like both the outlooks, like the outlook of like looking at different people, but like from each aspect, taking the Travi look out, like and looking at each aspect and saying, all right, from the wealth, like from this, like and always looking to upgrade it. I don't know if that made sense, but
no, it makes sense.
It's good.
It's like that holistic approach to success.
Yeah.
So what you were talking about?
I got that body weight, so I go flying on water slides. Usually,
it's fast.
No issue. I'm fast on a water slide.
Fast.
But look, I went 0 for 6 in the races. This one guy was like pointing his toes and he was killing it. He was the champ of the day.
Okay.
Anyways, I try a new water slide, and it's one of those ones that are like pitch black.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like a wide turning one. Usually, like they're kind of quick like that, so you get the momentum. But this one was like a long turn around all the other slides. So we talked about on the last episode, like scariest things. It was
claustrophobia is up
claustrophobia
there. It's up there.
Sure. It was like getting stuck in a water slide, yo. And I'm like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, that's stupid. Like I'm too heavy. I'm gonna go flying. So I got stuck, and the water stopped, and I literally felt myself all the way stop, and I'm like, my heart sunk, and I was like, to get up. Like I instantly went like fight or flight. I'm like,
yeah.
and I got going eventually, but it like everyone's like, oh my god, what happened to him? I was there for like 30 seconds, bro. Like I was like, it was pitch black, and I could probably do this.
The guy up top is probably like, "What is
that
he
guy was
gonna
not
pop
watching.
up?"
That guy does not watch. He was like this. That guy would. If I died in there, he wouldn't have known, bro. That guy was not watching. But yeah, like I was racing a guy too, so he was at the bottom chilling, looking for me, and I'm in there freaking out like this, scooting.
Yeah, that's a scary though.
So that was scary, bro. But a guy told me if that happens, sit on your hands. Because your bathing suit is what breaks the friction. So if you sit on your, that's what a guy told me. If you want extra speed, so sit on your hands because your hands like are smooth, and then you'll go faster. So I learned that after the fact when I needed that.
Did you try it after?
No. Well, he told me like when I got back.
Did you go back on the water slides after?
Not that one. Yeah, but I was on all of them because the rest of them I was okay. Damn, that one I knew was a little slow, and like the first time I went, I'm like, I don't know about that one, but I'm like, okay, the guy wants to race, let me go. Got stuck, and I was like, yo, Travis was right.
Yo, I was at Wild Water Kingdom with Maria, okay? This is like our first time going there, or Wet and Wild, whatever it's called now. And this is when I, like maybe a year, the summer I came back from school, so I started getting kind of big, okay? I'm not used to being that kind of big, right? So I started getting kind of big. So she's like, Travis, we need to go on this ride. We need to go on this ride. Probably the biggest lineup ride, right? It's like the biggest ride they have there. So we get to the thing. Maria's really small. Maria's weight is like 115, 110, something like that, okay? I see there's a weight limit for the ride, okay? They're like halfway up. This is a long-ass line, okay? So I start doing the mental math. I'm like, okay, Maria weighs this. I think I didn't eat this much today, so I think I'm. When we're talking about the pound, like we're talking about 1 or 2 pounds over the weight limit or something, maybe, right? So you have to jump on a scale too when you get to the top to make sure that you're not over the weight limit. We jump on the scale. We're over the weight limit. Yeah. We're over it. And I'm thinking I'm about to die. We're gonna die if we go down this.
Oh, they still let you go
together.
Yeah, 2 people. 2 people.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
They still let us go. And I was like, Maria, just whatever we gotta do. You have to go backwards. I didn't want to go on this ride to begin with. You have to go backwards. She's like, fine, that's fine. Bro, the guy twisted it so that I ended up having to go backwards, and I swear we went so fast it was not safe, bro. It was not safe. But yeah, that was really
She's
scary.
a G though. She's like, yeah, I'll go backwards. It's whatever.
Yeah, bro, but she didn't have to go backwards. And then usually you go backwards once, and then there's another drop, and then the other person goes backwards. We twisted, so I went backwards both of the
weight's going your direction.
Yeah, bro.
You got like 100 pounds in it.
It was really scary though.
Yeah, so we started off, I don't know. We missed.
Yeah, whatever. Skydiving, what?
So we were saying I hate roller coasters, and he's like, would you ever go skydiving? I said I would do it for the clout. Like, I would do it one time just to be like, yeah, I'm the type of guy to go skydiving.
I guess if it's the first time, too, you're not allowed to go by yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sit on a guy's lap for 30 minutes and then
jump. That weight, bro. That weight?
That's what it is. That's what you want to do.
Bro. That weight shit, bro, it really scares you.
Yeah, but
is there like
I'd be down,
you got to go with another heavyweight though. Me and you got to go. Like we can't go like.
What do you mean for?
That would be even scarier though.
For the water slide.
Oh, you mean for the water slide? I thought you meant skydiving. Like, bro, that's not
skydiving. No. I'm not talking about the water slide, but I'm saying like if she's like light like this, it's always gonna put you the lowest point.
Yeah.
Damn, basic physics.
It was very scary though. But I'm not gonna tell her like, yo, we gotta go back with this thing on our shoulder.
Big loss. That's a big loss too. In front of 200 people that just
200 people. Like, why did he go down? He must be too big. You know.
The scale is crazy though. I'm surprised they do the scale.
I know.
Like imagine
I was really like thinking, okay, well, how much water did you have today? Like, what's your
Yeah, bro. If it's that close,
and it's such
do it.
It's such a like long walk up. You're waiting, right?
Yeah. See, like water slides are like you're wet standing there.
And what's the the physics of it? Like a roller coaster, I get it. Something's holding you in.
You know, I think it's like you get momentum. Like you're too heavy, and then you hit corners, and you can go up.
Yeah, that's scary,
like guys can get airtime.
There was like turns
you could easily fall
off.
Yeah, it was it came down and then they went up a massive wall and you come back down.
Scary.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's very scary, bro.
It seems like a rush.
And I hate roller coasters too. I actually do it.
Faster the better, bro. Let's go.
Really? You're a daredevil.
You are.
I'm not daredevil. That's
just a black guy with dreads, bro.
Just a black guy with dreads, man.
Superman, bro.
Just black guy with dreads, man.
That's what I should have said. Who I compare myself to, Superman for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
You don't compare yourself to no Superman.
Definitely.
Okay, what's one thing you and Superman have in common?
We're both fly as hell.
Whoa, that was a bar. Off the dome, that was a bar. That was a bar. I'll give you that. Okay, my bad. I forgot you was dressed up as Clark Kent.
Damn right.
As soon as you out, you gonna fly home.
Recognize me, bro.
I was wondering how you got here, bro. No whip.
Damn right, bro.
Landed on this motherfucker.
Landed out here, bro.
That was a bar off the top. That's crazy. Freestyle Friday.
Bro, we gotta rate
bro.
these beers.
Rate these?
Bro, that's an easy rate.
Finish that, yo.
Damn.
This is
To drink it
delicious.
all.
If you gonna waste it, at least let me have it, bro.
That doesn't count though. We can't include that.
Yeah, you can. We have to include it, but it's like, just realize, guys, that this is
Sour.
it's supposed to taste good.
What do you rate it?
Yo, relative to beer, no,
Just rate it, bro.
8.5.
Yeah. What do you rate it?
8.2.
Yeah, 8.9.
Yeah.
8.9.
8.9 over
this
the
is
nine.
amazing, bro.
It was it's a little
and I was
too
actually-
sour.
I was
for me.
actually thirsty, and so I just had some juice.
It did kind of quench my thirst.
It did. It did.
Yeah,
It did.
I'm very
Quench my thirst.
satisfied.
This is a nice summer drink.
Very.
Yeah, that doesn't count though.
Nah,
But I feel like if I drank like 6 of
good
these,
summer drink.
I'd be sick.
That's a hangover.
it'd be
though.
too like sweet at that
Yeah, it's
point.
a hangover.
Like 2 of these would be crazy, but then 6, you're like, okay, I'm
Was there a
actually.
lot of sugar in it in the sour?
How do you tell?
I don't even
Doesn't
know.
have
Just
it.
all of us looked in the back, but we don't know what we're looking for. On that note, it's another episode of Here for the Beer. Got your boy Eli, got the boy Trev, boy Mike. Sponsor us here. Here
Peace.
for the beer. Shout out to Hamilton.